present much about the government. Yeah, so guys, you've seen over from places to places people indicating that Ruto is very angry with Kindiki after the Mary tour. So I don't know if you've gone into the nitty-gritties of that. Yeah, so guys, we had been doing a live before I was interrupted, and I had to stop on the way. So this is the continuation of the previous video because it had to close up. Yeah, Andreas Blucher, hi, welcome to the board. You're back, welcome. So we were just discussing the Kenyan politics here before I had to go to handle something shortly, and it interfered with my progress in the video. Thank you for the likes, and I welcome those who are watching before. Just come back and continue watching with us. I hope your day was very fine, Andres Butcher. You said you're called Collins, right? If I may remember well. So I'm hoping things are doing well, and I hope you also calmed after the previous experience you had shared earlier. And the rest of you are coming on board. Yeah, thank you. I saw that, and I really appreciate Andreas. Yeah, so if you're doing well, that is good, because we always wish that our audience who are going to be our friends online have a better day every day. So my day was very fine, and of course I've been doing a lot. In the morning I did some live on my other YouTube channel, Edutainment for Us, and I'm glad by now I have almost 80 people who have followed up, and I'm hoping that more will do. Yeah, so the time in Kenya is about 17. Yeah, we are almost around 5:07. Let me just check to be sure. Yeah, we are almost sharing the same time with your country, possibly. So let me just continue with this discussion. As I had told you, I started the video earlier, and it had to disconnect just to handle some few matters, and I'll be going on for a while. Let me finish the video first. You know, nimekata last, then I can't do again this one. After 30 minutes, I'll be coming. Yeah, so I was, our time is 17:07. So it seems we share the exact timeline. Yeah, so in the political matters, I had already shown you what GACHAGUA had said in Meru. 608. Let me just check. Because it seems we share exactly the same time. It's only that the phone that is supposed to be showing that time is what I'm using. My computer has it's not updated in terms of time. Though it's reading 808, but it's wrongly set. But I think it's normally 2 hours behind. Yeah, so GJOX 608. All right. Yeah, I think our time currently is 608, because I couldn't look at the phone. When you are live, sometimes the screen does not allow you to check on time. If you do, then it disconnects, and it creates a problem for the people viewing. So guys, welcome in the house. I can see about 9 people on board and 2 likes. Thank you for the likes. If you not like the video currently, like it and share my video. Subscription is also free, guys. Don't let me down. So I'm looking forward to your subscription. Just take a moment and subscribe to my channel then before we proceed. So guys, remember we've had a lot of protests in Kenya. And the reason why we are saying the government might be going down, or rather doing this analysis, is from what is happening out there. Now, GACHAGUA is shaking the government. Now, I told you that somebody who was in-house comes out and starts sharing secrets. That is dangerous. Yeah, so let's get to this video. There's a video here I had prepared to show you with something to do with an interview. Yeah, so let me show you this, guys. So tell me why this guy is talking with a lot of anger here. Let's check here.
The means. So for other people, they can be excited. That's whatever. The second one for me is that these tendencies we are now seeing. When we called him a Dio, you remember we were together in Takatanga. Once we went on social media, I said, once a Dio, always a Dio. Yeah? People thought you were joking. When so many people of us were against this guy being appointed deputy president,
yeah, so
I never claimed at any one time that my ideas are the best and their own ideas they have.
So guys, Moses Kuria is very angry at Rigathi Gachagua. He's indicating that this man believes that he knows everything. And he keeps showing up and talking about this and that everywhere. Now, whatever I've just played for you, it's a live that was done in Thika today by Jeff Koinange. And you can see Moses Kuria is really pouring a lot of anger. And it's probably showing a lot of fear at the same time. And of course, he's not here to represent himself. That's what I believe. So let's keep listening to this and tell me whether I'm overreacting or whether my analysis is right. So let's go on with this.
And by the way, this region of ours also does not understand that kind of unipolar dictatorship. You know, look at our brothers from the Luo community. They had a leader called the Kerr, traditionally. Luyas had someone there. Yeah? Kikuyu honesty, 2 dictatorship. Yeah, tatu ni pettiness. I don't know, this pettiness, I've had it. I'm done with it. Because it defines our community wrongly. Yeah?
So guys, remember the video I played in the other one? I showed you how Gachagua was talking about Jamal Soprano. And of course, Moses Kuria comes up and shares that is one of the things that he does not like about Riggy. Riggy, one thing, he's petty. Why? He's saying that he's petty by calling people Mtu Mfupi, the person of Soprano and all that. So according to him, it does not sit well with him. The other thing is saying that this guy is a dictator and he dictates. And when he was in government, he used to dictate what the rest of the leaders do, those who are with him. Now he's pulling up something here saying that in fact, through dictatorship, that is how they had to have Wamatangi winning and Wamchomba connecting with them. He has even mentioned some other leaders we know from the Mount Kenya region. Now, Moses Kuria goes on and on talking. I don't know what you think about this, but in my view, I have different thoughts. Now listen to that.
I do believe that William Ruto and Riggy had very serious differences, but like 2 grown-up men with balls, they should go aside and just go.
Now listen to that kind of abuse.
They don't drag us into all these whatever. But you know, dragging our country into this kind of shallow pettiness, my friends, those who are with him. One man, I would not name him now. He called me a month ago. He has to save me. Why? He's blackmailing me every day. And aniwekelea mbonoko. Yeah? So, that's coalition of. It is going to be, it will not last. Take it from me. The true colors again will come out the same way we knew. That's why, for me, I cannot be excited. Yeah, before we had a stigma as a community that our community cannot vote for another person. Correct. Now we are acquiring another one. Even if they vote.
Yeah, so guys, according to Moses Kuria, the Meru people and the Mount Kenya people can vote for anybody in the country. Yeah, and for him, he's saying that it is only the forest that can change, but the monkeys are the same. That's what he's justifying, because he says he has served in the Uhuru Kenyatta government, he has served in Kibaki's government, he has even served in Uhuru Kenyatta, and he's now serving in Ruto's government. What do you think about this? Now, from the fury that he's speaking, I want you to take a moment and look at his facial expressions, because he was not just talking as a person, I've even shown you a place whereby he had to go into, mentioning things that I don't want to mention here. Save me for that. Yeah, Elizabeth Chow, welcome on board. You're saying that in Kenya it's now 1811. All right, yeah. So, before I left the live, it was almost 17 something. Then I went to sort something. By the time I came back, I could not check the phone, and Andreas Blucher here was asking Collins. So Gojoks also said it's 608. I think that was right also by then. So guys, I really thank you for the 5 likes. I take a moment and subscribe to my channel, and let's go on. Now here, Moses Kuria goes on even to say that there will be no elections in 2027. That unlike 2013 and whatever, it will be like the situation of 202. I don't know. This statement is very pregnant. I don't know if anybody here understands what he meant by that. So let's go on.
For you, down the line, up 1 year, 2 year maximum. This, me, I think, as I'm very sad.
Look at the anchor.
Because this branding will stick. And by the way, my friend Jeff, you know, I travel a lot. I travel around the country. I talk to people. You know, nowadays, people are looking at me. You just go somewhere, people are looking suspiciously. I go to Nyanza, I go to Western, I go to wherever, and I find, so that's what I am calling the era of judgment of this man. He made the wrong judgment about forming a party.
Yeah, so guys, what is this judgment that Moses Kuria is talking about? What is the ploy, or rather? Because according to analysts, they are indicating that from their perspective, Kithure Kindiki is just a stooge, a yes sir boss, whereas GACHAGUA has come out to be strong. I don't know. I'm not taking sides, but I'm just trying to give an analysis. And if you've been watching Herman Manyora, you also understand what he was trying to say. I also saw another pastor in church who was preaching and talking about a son being collected from home, then taken to a police center and perishing, and that does not sit well with the many citizens. Now, it's not only one situation, but we saw the other day an 18 or rather 19-year-old young man being shot dead, and such situations are very sad. They create a lot of fuss in the country, a lot of anger, and in the process, we are seeing that anger that is happening between Ruto and maybe, Kindiki, maybe possibly, which I'm not sure about. Now, Kuria went on and went on speaking to Jeff Koinange, justifying that GACHAGUA does not sit well or is not suitable for the post. But is this the same thing that is happening with the crowds? Let's just get to one of the crowds and see what they think. Yeah, because when I see the other party that is forming, it's with the likes of Cleophas Malala, of course, the Watermelon that you named, and the rest of them. So Matiang'i involved, and the rest of them. I don't know what you think about this. So let's just check about GACHAGUA, the latest address he had. GACHAGUA rally address. Check if water is not enough, you place for me, but if it's enough, you just spare for me some. Okay. Yeah, of course, I was watching something. I wanted to show that one when he's addressing today. I don't know where it's gone. He was just addressing today, and that is what I wanted to share. This one I had already shown you. This one, Igembe South. Yeah, let's look at this one. Maua.
Tusikizane watu ya Maua, si ndio? Si nimefika hapa kiongozi wa mlima, si hapa ni kwangu. Hii ni territory ya Rigiji ama si ya Rigiji? Wewe William Ruto na mtu yako ya Soprano, ningetaka ujue leo hapa Maua na Igombe ni territory ya Rigiji. Kweli ama uongo? Mimi nauliza watu ya Maua, Huyu William Ruto alikuwa ametuma ile kijana mtoto yule mheshimiwa, anasema ati mimi na Linturi tusifike Maua. Ashindwe asishindwe, ashindwe asishindwe. Wacha tusikizane, wacha tusikizane.
Yeah, so guys, up to that point, I don't know, ladies and gentlemen, what do you feel about this? Whether it's sending some waves of fear in the government, or, you know, Gachagua and his allies had to hold a parallel rally to that which the president had done in Meru. And of course, I showed you when the president was in Meru and how the response was, the clapping, and even the congregation, or rather the meeting. And you saw what you saw. So let's see this one again. There's another one.
Kwanza mimi jamii ya Maa tumekuwa marafiki tangu wakati wa John King tukiwa Democratic Party, na vile vile tukiwa na rafiki wangu alikuwa wa karibu sana, alikuwa anaitwa George Saitoti. Nyinyi mnajua hiyo siasa kama ule mzee wa Loitoktok. Tumepiga naye siasa sana kula Loitoktok ya papai. Lakini mimi siko hapo. Mimi nataka kusema hivi. Mimi hata hiyo one term sikutaka. Sikutaka hata hiyo one term.
Wa rais.
Si mnajua hivyo? Sikutaka hiyo one term.
Alipokosana na Moi.
Yule mtu aliletea sisi one term. Mulima hii yote na Kenya hii ni huyu mzee mnaona kwa. Huyu. Hapa mulima yote tulite.
Okay, so of course that is a commander. You know him, all of you. So now what do you get from this? You know? Like now these are allies to Gachagua. What do you think? Are they going to form a strong foundation? And of course, everyone is saying that a lot of Kenyans are very bitter about what's happening. One thing that is very bitter for Kenyans is the economic situation. Yeah, people finding it hard to fend for themselves and surviving by tooth, from mouth to, they say from plate to mouth. You know, businesses not running well, taxes high, and he's still following and saying that he wants people to pay fees through e-Citizen, to do business through that. And it does not sit well with many Kenyans. So I don't know. He already said that he has systems in place. I don't know. Now let's get to Gachagua in Masai, referring to them as shemejis, just like he called the Kamba people cousins, and later on we saw he was told they are not cousins. He never thought about them. So it's my question is he just doing this because he wants to displace the government, or does he have any good intentions again? That's a question I always ask at the end of the day. Now let's look at this.
Alienda katafuta John King na marehemu Parapai. Wakaniambia hao watu ya Maa ni kama sisi. Hawana haramu na hawana dhuluma. Ni wangwana na ni watu straightforward. Wewe kwenda tafuta urafiki na jamii ya Maa. Na wakaniambia hao Maa sisi ni mashemeji. Tunaoana. Tumefanya biashara pamoja. Si ndio? Hata juzi maneno ya kazi ndio imekuja. Maa hapana kazi, hao ni mashemeji wetu. Hai shemeji. Shemeji hai. Mashemeji hai. Si ni mashemeji wetu. Mimi nasema. Ilikuza jamii ya Mulima hawatawahi kusahau milele. Sababu ile mtu tulisaidia na kura zetu against the advice of kiongozi wetu Uhuru Kenyatta. Tukawachana na kiongozi wetu tukafuata vile tunafikiria is right. Huyo jamaa ametutoa nguo in front of other communities, in front of the whole world. Tumeaibika.
Hebu toa hivi vitu hapa.
Viongozi watatu wa maa wakatafuta blanket, wakatafunika wishi.
Yeah, so guys, you can see the kind of politics Gachagua has been playing. Sometimes he listens to what Ruto says and he goes now using the same as a weapon. Now, yesterday you saw what Halwale said. If you don't remember, I'll just play it again before I end this video. Halwale. Yeah, so guys, things are not very fine for the government. But they always say that in Kenya there are ways to overcome the citizen. I don't know how true this is. But from the other perspective, people think that in Kenya, you just maybe invest in money to give the voters. And of course, they'll take it.
Mr. Speaker, I don't know
what is... I didn't want the parliament one. There was something else. There was something else here. Yeah, I don't know whether you as a citizen still believe that through campaigns that will be enough. I don't know.
Take it. I'm not able to lie. I'm a doctor of medicine. Ninakuambia shida ya hawa watu wenye wanapitia katika mahospitali. Nasikia kila mtu anasema SHA shift. The problem of these people sio SHA shift ama NHIF. Problem ya hawa watu ya excellence ni kwamba wakienda kwa hospitali hakuna daktari, hakuna nurse, hakuna dawa, hakuna kitu. So the health system has collapsed. The people cannot be happy. Your Excellency, I'm telling you, my brother. Maneno ya masomo. Hii pesa umechukua sijui basari kwa mkono ya MCA, basari kwa mkono ya MP, basari kwa mkono ya governor, basari hata presidential basari fund iko. Hawa watu hawapati. Tunataka hii basari yote ukusanye, urudishe headquarters, masomo iwe ya bure kuanzia nursery mpaka form 4. Hawa watu hatakuwa.
Okay. So you hear that. That's what Halwale was actually lecturing the other day. So looking at this, just few examples from here, ladies and gentlemen, you realize that things are not very good with the government, and unless they change the tactics, and maybe no wonder the other day Oscar Sudi and we saw Kindiki and we saw the speaker going to different places of the country to what is called national empowerment. However, it was imbalanced because when you look at what went to Rift Valley, was a big chunk compared to what went to Machakos and what went to the other side of Kitui. So we just hope that things will be well. We always pray for peace. But as long as we pray for peace, we also want a better government for us. Yeah. So thank you for having been on board. I'm so happy. I heard a lot of people around here. And this was just a continuation of the previous video. So have a nice time. Bye-bye for now.